Alrighty, here we go. Chapter 17, Part 2. So this is Part 4 of the book, How to Get Over Your BS Already. The chapter title is It's So Easy Once You Figure It Out, It Isn't Hard. We were on point number 3 of 7, I think. Yeah, point number 3 of 7. 3. Get rid of your stories. Once you know what the beast looks like, you can slay it. Take your list of can'ts and shouldn'ts and I nevers, etc. and write stream of your consciousness in your journal. See example below. There is no example below. And really feel in your body what you're getting from these old limiting beliefs, such as I feel special, I feel safe, I get to live with my parents and I never get a job, etc. Make a list of these false rewards. Really push yourself to get them all onto the page. Then feel the attention and specialness of the comfort or the safety of, or whatever your trip is, and really become clear on it. Catch yourself fully in the act and feel it all the way through. Now look at your list of false rewards of what they really are. Scared little parts of yourself acting out. Then thank them for trying to protect you and for keeping you company, but tell them it's time to run along now. Then replace your feelings you got from these false rewards with feelings of joy and power and excitement that stepping into who you truly are and who you're now becoming will bring. Imagine that childish version of yourself leaving your body and the powerful adult stepping in. Breathe in the adult. Breathe out the kid and the old story. It's like finally taking the key to the Ferrari back from your 7-year-old version of yourself who's been driving it all this time, nearly getting killed. See yourself as an adult stepping into the place behind the wheel. Keep envisioning or writing down what it looks like to feel like to have a real adult, to have the real adult you replace your childhood story. Feel it, get excited by it, then make the decision that you're ready to change and take positive action into direction that you want. For example, let's say that lonely-hearted Sally finally got fed up enough to get mighty real with herself and face her issues around relationships. She'd start by getting clear on what her stories are. I can't meet a man because there aren't any good ones left. I suck at flirting. I never know what to say to men. I'm not attractive to men, not the good ones anyways. I scare men away. I don't trust men. I don't believe there really is anyone out there for me. Once she got her list, which could easily go on for pages, by the way, but for the sake of example, and because I'd like to leave the house today, we'll stick with these. Sally can stream of consciousness journal about the false reward she's getting. And by stream of consciousness, I mean just let it flow. Don't edit or overthink it too much, just write it. In Sally's case, her journaling could look like, by saying there aren't good enough men out there, I don't have to take responsibility for why I'm not meeting any. I get to feel victimized and right for staying single. I get to prove how lame men are by never being with a good one. My pain and feeling unworthy and mistrust of men get proven right away. I stay single. I feel like I know what I'm doing and in control by not letting anyone get close to me. I feel free. I feel safe. I feel special because I get attention for breaking the rules. That's the example. Again, this could go on for pages, but you get the idea. Once she's gotten all her false rewards on the page, Sally can then focus on them, feel them all the way through, thank them for trying to protect her. We don't want to turn this into a self-loathing exercise, please. And release them by replacing them with new, powerful stories. She can literally take each one and replace it with a new truth, for example. By saying there aren't any good men out there, I don't have to take responsibility for why I'm not meeting any. Then becomes, the world is filled with awesome, loving men, and I'm fully capable of and so excited to find a good one. I get to feel victimized and right for staying single. Then becomes, I'm powerful and I am in control of my life. I choose to love and be loved. I get to prove how lame men are by never being with a good one. Then becomes, I love and trust men, and I'm so thrilled to be with an awesome guy who makes me giddy in happiness. These stories become her new truth, and in order to make them stick, she focuses on them, breathes them in, and feels how happy they make her feel. These stories are her new affirmations. Remember those? That she will not only write down and repeat the bombard herself with over and over and over, but that she will instantly replace her old stories with that they should fly out her mouth and into her mind of habit. Let's review, shall we? 1. List off old stories that you've gotten into the habit of thinking of saying. 2. Journal about false rewards you get from them. 3. Feel into these false rewards, thank them for their help, and decide to let them go. 4. Take each false reward and write a new powerful story to replace it with. 5. Repeat this new story or affirmation over and over and over until it becomes your truth. Behold your awesome new life. Nothing in this world is permanent, including your stories, yet we try to hold on to them for false security, which ultimately leads to sorrow and loss. Be willing to let go. Keep reinventing your story as you continue to grow. Number 4, get a move on. And there goes Batman. Get a move on. Once you've gotten clear on your story and have done the energy about work, take action. If you were once depressed but have decided to let it go, stop listening and melancholy music. Stop talking about how lousy you feel. Stop pretending that putting your bathrobe counts as getting dressed, etc. Instead, focus on the good and doing things you love to do. Make an effort instead of collapsing into the familiar feeling of being depressed. Realize that you've gotten into habits with these things and switch them around. Behave the way a person who isn't depressed behaves. Dress how they dress. Hang out with those kinds of people and speak that way, the way they speak, do the things they do. Really sink into the understanding that you can have what you want. This won't work if you just pretend. You can't be like, okay, I'm just going out on a date. I'm telling myself I'm going to have a great time, but I know it's going to be hideous because it's always hideous, but I'm having a good attitude about it. Can't do that. Going out into the world is trying, yet still deep down believing that you're ruled by your past circumstances is like forgiving someone but still hoping they sit on something wet. Number 5, get out of your routine. Talk to strangers, wear something different, get to a new grocery store, make dinner for someone who you want to get to know better, change toothpaste, go to a movie at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, learn 3 new jokes, walk taller, notice 5 awesome things you've never noticed about your home, your beliefs, your mother, your face. Do things that pull you out of your routine, and you'll be amazed by the new realities that were there all along that suddenly present themselves. Number 6, sidestep the spiral. There's also an ever-popular spiral into darkness where you begin by being sad that your dog died, then realize that not only are you now dogless, but you're still single, and you always will be single because everyone, including your dog, leaves you, which probably won't be the case if you didn't have such fat thighs or were so overshadowed by your gorgeous sister, who's pretty much the main reason you've had no self-confidence your entire life, and wow. Feel sad, but don't blow it up into some huge drama. If something negative happens in your life, feel it, learn from it, let it go, and get back to focusing on life you're excited to live. Number 7, love yourself more than you love your drama. And that is chapter 17.